Watch as we play a game of Pong on an analog computer from the 1970 seconds using an oscilloscope as a display. The first analog computers were developed in the 1940 seconds, long before digital computers. Analog computers use continuous signals to process information, unlike digital computers' 0 seconds and 1 second. In the 1970 seconds, analog computers were used for scientific and engineering applications, like simulating nuclear reactors. The oscilloscope, typically used to visualize electrical signals, doubles as a display for our Pong game. The game of Pong is recreated using analog circuits, which generate the ball's movement and collision detection. This retro gaming setup showcases the versatility and creativity of analog computer programming. In the 1840 seconds, a German immigrant named Jacob Walz struck gold in the Superstition Mountains, but his treasure was never found. Or was it? The lost Dutchman's gold is a legendary treasure hidden in Arizona's Superstition Mountains. Jacob Walz, a German immigrant, is believed to have discovered gold in the area in the 1840 seconds. Walz's gold mine was said to be incredibly rich, producing gold worth millions of dollars. Despite numerous searches, the exact location of Walz's mine remains a mystery to this day. Many have attempted to find the treasure, but none have returned with conclusive proof. The legend of the lost Dutchman's gold continues to captivate treasure hunters and adventurers worldwide. In cricket, a player can be given out leg before wicket, LBW, if the umpire believes the ball would have hit the stumps, but did you know that this rule relies on the umpire's judgment and not on any clear criteria, leading to some inconsistent and disputed calls over the years? The LBW rule was first introduced in 1774, making it one of cricket's oldest rules. The rule relies on the umpire's judgment, with no clear criteria for making an LBW decision. In 2013, the International Cricket Council introduced the decision review system to reduce LBW controversies. Research shows that umpires make incorrect LBW decisions up to 25% of the time. The LBW rule is so complex that even experienced umpires disagree on its interpretation. From beer-soaked cakes to pickled sharks, discover the bizarre foods that ancient Egyptians enjoyed. Ancient Egyptians enjoyed beer-soaked cakes as a snack, often served at social gatherings. They ate a type of fermented fish sauce called sikaru to add flavor to their meals. Locusts were considered a delicacy and were often roasted or boiled as a protein-rich snack. Pickled sharks were a popular dish among ancient Egyptians, believed to have medicinal properties. Ancient Egyptians also consumed a type of porridge made from emmer wheat and dates. Honey was a prized ingredient in ancient Egyptian desserts, used to sweeten cakes and pastries. The science behind hangovers is wild. Hangovers occur when the body is affected by the toxic byproducts of alcohol metabolism. Alcohol is converted into acetaldehyde, a toxic compound, in the liver during metabolism. Acetaldehyde is then broken down into acetate, but not before causing cellular damage. Dehydration from alcohol's diuretic effect exacerbates hangover symptoms like headaches and fatigue. Congeners, toxic compounds found in darker liquors, can worsen hangover severity. Rehydrating and replenishing electrolytes can help alleviate hangover symptoms the next day. We're counting down the top 5 most epic friendly fire moments in Call of Duty: Modern Warfare, from accidental grenades to misjudged airstrikes. Call of Duty. Modern Warfare has sold over 40 million copies worldwide since its release in 2019. Friendly fire, also known as fratricide, is a common phenomenon in multiplayer games, occurring in up to 20% of matches. The most common cause of friendly fire in COD is miscommunication, accounting for over 60% of incidents. Accidental grenades are the most deadly form of friendly fire, with a 90% chance of killing teammates within a 5-meter radius. In COD, Modern Warfare, airstrikes are the second leading cause of friendly fire, responsible for over 20% of team kills. See how real estate agents like Ryan Serhant use the anchoring effect to make a $10 million mansion seem like a bargain by comparing it to an even more expensive one. The anchoring effect is a psychological bias that influences buyers' perceptions of value in real estate. Top agents like Ryan Serhant use the anchoring effect to set a higher reference price for luxury properties. By comparing a $10 million mansion to a $15 million comparable property, agents make it seem like a bargain. The anchoring effect works by creating a mental reference point that makes subsequent prices seem more reasonable. Real estate agents often use selective comparisons to create a favorable anchor price for their listings. Pelé scored 4 goals in his professional debut for Santos FC in 1956, a record that still stands today. Pelé made his professional debut for Santos FC on the 7th of September 1956, at just 15 years old. He scored 4 goals in that debut match, a record that still stands today in Brazilian football. The opposing team, Corinthians de Santo André, was caught off guard by Pelé's speed and skill. Pelé's 4 goals were scored in a 7-1 thrashing, with 3 coming in the first half alone. This incredible debut sparked a remarkable career, with Pelé going on to score over 1,000 goals. Pelé's record-breaking debut set the tone for a legendary career that would inspire generations of footballers. From Semmelweis to Nightingale, meet the pioneers who fought for hand hygiene and changed the face of medicine. In the 1,840 seconds, Hungarian Dr. Ignaz Semmelweis discovered the connection between hand hygiene and puerperal fever. Semmelweis' pioneering work was initially rejected, and he was eventually committed to a mental institution. Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing, emphasized hand hygiene in her book Notes on Nursing in 1860. Before Nightingale's influence, hospital mortality rates were as high as 40%, but dropped significantly with improved hygiene. In the 1,980 seconds, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, officially endorsed hand hygiene as a top priority. Today, hand hygiene is recognized as the single most effective way to prevent hospital-acquired. Get tips on how to make the most of your wait time, from using the Pomodoro technique to practicing mindfulness, and learn how these hacks can improve your mental health and productivity. The average person spends around 6 months of their lifetime waiting in lines. The Pomodoro technique can boost productivity by up to 28% during wait times. Practicing mindfulness during queues can reduce stress levels by 40%. Using wait time for learning can increase knowledge retention by 25%. 85% of people report feeling anxious or frustrated while waiting in lines. Implementing queue hacks can increase overall life satisfaction by 12%.